Hello and welcome to Kim J's Sweet Healthy Life. I am Kim J, and I thank you for joining me today. I am on a mission to find my sweet spot with better health and wellness. I decided to use YouTube as a platform to record my progression. More importantly, I'm hoping that I can help someone that is on a similar journey as me. I am currently on a mission to combat obesity as well as other diseases that I have. If you have more than one, it's called comorbidities. I have high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, as well as kidney disease. There are a couple other things too that I'm working to get better, such as sleep apnea, as well as acid reflux. So I'm sharing my journey with you because you may have one or more of these things as well. And you may feel alone in your journey. Even if you have family, oftentimes they don't have what you have. So when you're talking about a day-to-day thing that you have to do, some people don't understand it as well as the people that are maybe going through it just like you are. So community is very important. When I found out I had type 2 diabetes, I found out July 4th, 2024, because I went to the doctor on 7/3, just to a wellness appointment, and they did routine blood work. I received a notification that the blood was back on July 4th. Of course, that was a holiday, so my doctor's offices were closed. On Monday, when they, returned to work, a little bit after 5, they called me and they told me I need to go to the emergency room as soon as possible and for me not to drive because my A1C was at a whopping 15.1 and my blood glucose was at 401 and I need to get to the hospital immediately. So asked my husband to take me, do not drive, because they didn't know what could happen. So I did. He was at work at the time. I called him and he came straight home and took me to the emergency room. They worked with me, to get my A1C down. They, put me on some IV, and saline and everything. And it helped a little bit as I was there. They decided, because it was still up a good bit, because when I got to the hospital, it was 386, which is still very high. So they decided they would admit me. I was there for 2 days. The doctors worked with me and the nurses and did a lot of tests. Like I said, they had me on IV and, different things to make sure that I'm getting enough fluids in me to help push the glucose down. The second day, they had gotten down to the low 100s and they told me I can be discharged. So, of course, I was excited to go back home. In going home, I had to take insulin. So she prescribed me insulin as well as she wanted me to go on metformin. I told her I didn't want to go on metformin and I asked her, can I be on Manjaro? And she did prescribe me that. She said that was a good medication for type 2 diabetes. So she would prescribe that for me. Before I went home, I was about to be discharged and a nurse talked to me. She gave me some information about nutrition. She told me, that I would go to the doctors and, every so often, and they'll check my glucose and my A1C and everything. And she encouraged me that even though it's overwhelming at the time, it was something that I can actually live with and be successful at it, that I can manage it well if I take on some lifestyle changes to better my health. She also told me something profound that she didn't have to say, but she said, we're here for you to help you manage it. However, it would be wonderful for you to find a community. And of course, I have my family that is very, very supportive of me, but they weren't going through the things that I was going through. Their A1C wasn't 15.1, so they didn't have kidney disease and just different things because it was overwhelming at the time. She said it would be sweet to have someone that you can bounce things off of And that's where the community comes in. It'll help you not feel alone if you're feeling alone. And for some, they don't have family that can bounce things off of. And to be honest, family and friends, after a while, they want you better. They want you to be in good health. But the day to day talking about A1C is this and, this and that, they're like, it's like, want, want, because they don't understand it, because they've never, been in a situation before. So to have somebody, to bounce things off of that is going through some of the same things you are, it's a game changer. So when she gave me that advice, I took the advice. And when I got home, first, I decided my nutrition and my lifestyle has to change. I went on a strict low carb diet because carbs and sugars is what, makes your glucose go up, which means at some point it makes your A1C go up. So I wanted to get rid of all of that. I used to drink Coca-Colas, fried foods, eat out a lot, drink sugary drinks such as tea and Kool-Aid and things of that nature. And I needed to change all of that. So my thing was I needed a mindset change. And not only did my mind need to change about how I need to take care of myself, but also my nutrition needed to change. So I did just that. And I'm excited that I did do that because it tremendously helped along with the medication, it tremendously helped me get my A1C down. Also, I adopted exercise. I added exercise in my weekly schedule, as well as other lifestyle changes. So I want you to come along on this journey with me, especially if something has resonated in your heart and you're going through some of the same things. We are better together and we can help each other get through anything. I found a community on YouTube and they welcome me in with open arms. I have learned so much from the community that I'm in. And so therefore I want to build community as well. And maybe we all can be a big community. It's time to fight these comorbidities. It's time to get healthy. We can't go backwards, but we can move forward, march forward together, and live a better, more prosperous life. Come join me in this endeavor. You'll be glad you did, and I will be grateful for you to come with me. We're going to talk about nutrition. We're going to talk about self-care, self-love, exercises, and we'll have live chats. Please comment in the comment section. We can talk through that way. If you have any questions, concerns, whatever you want to talk about on this journey so that we can be better. I thank you for listening to me today, tuning into my channel. I hope you would like, comment, and subscribe to me. And also hit that notification bell so that you can know when I'm coming on again and you will not miss anything on this journey.